for real. Never meant to make your dog cry. I apologize, it's really time. Yeah. Thomas Jackson. Yeah. Bounce. Yeah. Will you join us here right now?
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to day number 2 of Hellcase Cup. Number 6. I've only been involved in 5 in this one, so don't know about all of the other ones. I know the last one was actually MK or Imperial at the time who won it. I may be wrong. I have a very, very short memory. But yeah, we're going to be going into undefined versus Team Spirit. One thing I do know, although I haven't casted undefined in a while, this definitely isn't the same team. Hunden's still there. SMF was there before? Maybe Barup. But I don't remember and Kilde, because I think I would have remembered trying to pronounce that the first time. But yeah, hey guys, how are you? I hope you're all feeling a little bit better than I am. It normally gets, I think it gets easier after the first map, and then gets harder after the third. That's the way that this seems to be going, at least based off of yesterday. Of course, going into the knife round. I don't actually know where this is going to be going. Now, Team Spirit, they have been a team that have tried to sort of throw this map into their map pool, nuke. So, I don't think they'll be too unhappy with it going this way. A lot of very aggressive strategies on the T side. And as we saw yesterday, actually the T side was the stronger for, what, EPG... And, oh, I've completely, Namiga, that's it, Namiga. I almost said Enigma, because that's, what's that, can't remember what that word means, but it's also a character in Gotham. Either way, enough of what TV shows I watch. We are, yeah, we're going into the first map of today. And I don't actually know who I'm thinking is going to take this one, because obviously the Danes, you change players so often, it becomes very difficult to sort of have a standard map pool where you're like, okay, yeah, we're pretty good at this one. And Nuke is all about rotation, it's all about team play, the way you sort of work together and actually sort of mesh, able to get to the other sites quick enough and holding in crossfires. That's why you see a lot of the longer standing rosters as the one who actually seems to perform well on this map. That being said, every time I've casted Spirit, I've expected quite a bit, and they've been awful. So it becomes quite a difficult one for me, because I actually quite like their team. I like the different players within the roster, and I think they should be alright. They should be at least, like, doing okay. Like, I remember watching in, like, CIS Minor, and they bombed out, and I was thinking, what? They should be winning this. Oh, God, say he aims. I wondered when you get here. Either way, Coldy, he's arrived onto the server straight away. And Kilde? I might just call him And. Is that rude, just to cut off half of his name? Because And Kilde, I feel like you have to say it Danish. Like, I can't go And Kilde. It just sounds wrong. So I think I have to say it in like a And Kilde. Almost going on Italian with the hand movements I'm doing. But either way, we are going to have the push coming down. Hunden is going to spot players, but he's a little bit late to the party. Doesn't manage to catch anybody off. However, Barup will as he drops down. So that's something out of the action. Nice shot from Starix. Obviously, a renowned in-game leader, but yet to really sort of make this team into anything too impressive. I think him getting back into playing obviously takes a little while, but seems to be doing alright at the moment. Second headshot in this round at least. Leaving it into a 2v3 as Bobski does manage one back. Nice shot from SMF. Comes back into a 2v2. The kit has currently been dropped. Should be somewhere to be found. However, they need to get close pretty quickly if they cannot find it. Dima missing shots. What is this battle? Not working at all. It's all onto Starix. He's on 3 HP. Trying his best to survive, but it's not happening. SMF, 3 kills in the round. Bomb diffuser will come in. And that fight between Dima and I think it was SMF was atrocious. Yeah, I think you're right. 2v4. Definitely not the way that pistol round looked like it was going. And Starix actually started really well, so... bit unfortunate that they don't manage to carry that through. Either way. Now we're going to be going into the second round. Bomb goes down, so that's at least something. Well, this round's all going to be about running and gunning. They're going to try and just run out through the Molotov onto the site. Demon's gone. Of course, this is all a save. The idea here is to just... oh, can he get it? Oh, he got it! Yeah, there we go, Sophic. Brilliant. Extra $1,500. Hunden's going to be just sat there going, oh, you dick. Why? And they get a bomb plant as well. Oh, this is more than a successful round. That's beautiful from Team Spirit. And now they're going to be all but set. I don't really know why they're not just defusing this bomb. You know he has a Glock. There's 4 of you. What? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Sophic didn't even want to give them the extra money. Either way, 2-0. Davkos can get an AWP, which is a wonderful start. I'm guessing he's dropped an AK over to Sophic as well, so that'll mean that... yeah, there we go. Everybody's fully equipped. So this is a brilliant first buy run for Team Spirit. Okay, it's not great that they didn't manage to win the pistol in the first place and get those early rounds, but this is a big chance to break the economy of their opponents who, well, they have a little bit of extra cash, but not anything really to play with. Still, it's easier said than done on a map like Nuke. Still very CT-sided. Valve tried their best to fix it, and I think they improved it a bit. I would say it's more of a 10-5 CT side rather than what used to be a 13-2, sort of maybe even a 15-0 if things went the right way, which, well, it should never be a case on any map. He's being very, very slow with their movements. Actually going to take outside late. There's a gap in the smoke, though, and Hunden is going to exploit it. Gets one. Nade goes in as well. That's going to do a nice little bit of damage. So far, it's looking like the CTs are going to be the ones coming out on top in this round. It's going atrociously. Nice one-way smoke as well from SMF, as he's able to catch a couple over the top. And, well, you look at the buys, and you look at the result. What has just happened? Team Spirit don't even get a single kill. They did better with a knife. And if anything, that now makes things even worse, because they mucked up the pistol completely. Okay, they did very well in the second round. But then in the third, all they've done is all that extra money they've made. They've gone, here you go, Danes. Have some weapons. Did you have UMPs? Not anymore. You got AKs. Enjoy. Oh, brilliant. And Undefined now don't have to force themselves up at all, so... oh, that's a nice shot from Sophic. I think bombs dropped again. Oh, Dima, okay. Maybe the Deagle's all they need. There we go, there's the bomb plant. SMF will eventually burn out Davkos. Shouldn't be much hope for winning this round, although Coldie's picked up an AK. Even without armor, he still wins the duel. Unfortunately, seems like CT side were already defusing that bomb. Again, another nice round for Team Spirit. A lot of damage done as they kill every single player. But it's still not a round. Four to 0. Again, another decent chance to do a lot of damage to that CT economy, but so far it's only been the pistols that have really done anything for Spirit. It hasn't been the rifle buys that have been impressive, so... made out, Starix. Gonna walk straight into that one, down to 64 HP. Hey, Disco. How are you? Of course, it is very early days. If Team Spirit do manage to break the economy, even if they get sort of 4 or 5 rounds, it's still workable. Anything more than that, and I'd say it's a pretty good half, so... not anything to worry about. And they've shown that there's definitely holes in this defense. If you can walk into a site and kill everybody, and only lose by defusal when all you have is pistols. Now, this is very interesting. The Danes have actually taken a hell of a lot of map control. The only person anywhere near is going to be Starix. Trying to hold on. Actually, Hunden is going to be going down first. Will they check the angle? Yes, they will. I think they've spotted out. That's an easy frag. And it's going to go down. Now it actually only leaves 3 CT players left. So, again, a massive position for the T's. Money, not going to be great for the CT side. Another one comes in for Starix, who has been doing very well so far. They've just picked them apart. A very disjointed defense, only leaving it on to Barak. And he baits his teammate quite hard there. SMF is going to go down sec. Come on, like, why weren't you peeking? And he's turned it into a 1v3. Oh, can he? Oh, there we go, Dima. Through the gap. 4-1. And now things get a little bit interesting because the CTs don't have a huge amount of cash. They can buy. Barup's going to drop over a AWP and actually get a UMP back. So they're relying a lot on Unkilled It. And I actually really don't know too much about this guy. If anybody does know a little bit more about him, because I don't think I've ever seen him play before. I've seen the roster before was Cadian. Someone who I do actually know a fair bit about. Actually met him, a lovely guy, but not so much with him. I'm not bad, Shifra. He's still ill, but I'll live. Hopefully over the next few days it'll get better. I think I'm casting tomorrow on this, and then I think there's a few days off because obviously trying to clash with the Mykonos qualifier is pointless. Do I like Condon? Yeah. He's been around for a long, long time. I think recently, like the team he's been in, it's always been this sort of mixed roster, so not seen anything too impressive. But with the amount of experience this guy has, maybe a coaching role one day would be quite interesting. Cheers. Yeah, I'm sure. I think it's just a cold. I'll live through it. There we go. Outside take again. It's only a couple of players. They're trying to wrap back in towards that A site. Baruch is going to be caught. Can he get anybody on the edge of the smoke? Actually, they're going to double down. So far, the force buy goes well. Bubsky on the other side sprays another and leaves it only down to 2. Maybe just a hiccup in the previous round as we're back to the Danes on top. On the Ruski side of Spirit are left with only Davkos, 30 seconds and an AWP. Can he find anything? No, he can't. Hunden on the other side of the smoke, and a nice round from Bubsky. Couple of players stepping up at the moment. Luckily, with the amount of damage and bomb plants and everything that's gone the way of that T side, they do still manage to purchase themselves. Interesting to see an SMG here on Baruch, especially when you consider the amount of money they still have. So, where's he playing? He's going to be playing close to the door, so it's understandable. MP9 at close range is quite impressive. Smokes have obviously gone down outside, so CTs are aware. We're already rotating in. Baruch, see, this is where things get a little bit risky. He's actually going to go peeking. I'd actually quite like to see him just run and gun in that sort of position because holding angles is going to be much more difficult. But yeah, well, of course, Starix was the ex-in-game leader of Na'Vi before he became the coach. So it was sort of like he went from player, well, very, very good player, the coach, and then back. Sort of thing, being sneaky, has taken down and killed it. Yet to really see him do too much with the AWP, and now Hunden is going to fall, and it seems like once one player is taken out of this sort of jigsaw of undefined, everything just topples around it. A bit like a big game of Jenga, when you get right to the end, and you're just like, okay, there's not really any piece that I can take out. Which one do I go for? And then you pick one and everything falls, and that just seems to be the case with this team at the moment, because when they actually start strong, they get the opening picks, everything was magnificent. We see in the last round, what? They lose one player. That round, they lose the AWPer, and then everybody just seems to fall at once. Now, whoa. They're going to be back to pistols. Bubsky can possibly drop a couple more. May just want to save all the extra money so that they can make sure that they can have an AWP, but I'll be honest, the AWP has had no impact so far. Absolutely nothing. I don't even know if they've got a kill with the AWP, so on both sides, in fact. Davkos really hasn't had any impact either. They're 2 AWPers. Why do you call yourself Tom Biz? Because my first name is Tom and my second name is Bissmire. And, well, I would have put Tom Biss, like with S, but then people would have said Biss. So I changed it to Z so they pronounce it properly. And because it's edgy and I'm cool like that. They're weaker the lesser than they are. Well, I'm guessing they're getting weaker now because they've just been sprayed down by the mighty Starix. Proving he's still got it. Obviously, eco frags are always nice. Up to 4. Bubsky. Oh. Cheers, Obsidian. I hope I'm not a pupper just yet. Only 23. I wanna... Not yet. I can't even laugh. That's how bad my throat is. I can't actually laugh properly. Because my laugh is quite high-pitched. And... So I can't actually laugh. It's terrible. I hate it. Because I laugh all the time. CT side do have themselves a bye into this round, although it's still a little bit limited. Famises, I'm not personally that much of a fan. I do think they're workable. Throat dries in fear. Yes, is exactly what happened. Terrified. CTs do actually have a decent amount of utility, though. That's where the skimp has come in. They've gone, okay, we need to make sure we have nades, stopping power, deny them all of these early entries, these aggressive pushes that we've seen on Spirit so far, and make sure that, at least from our perspective, they're not running into us at the very early portions of the round. The problem is, it does look like Team Spirit are about to do that again. A lot of players gathered up towards this A portion of the map. You can see them just holding angles to make sure that nobody can push them aggressively. The bomb, interestingly, is actually the furthest player back. Wait, that's not the bomb player, that's the bomb player. Yes, Davkos is an AWPer. Got a 3k with the FAMAS. I always remember, I think it was MBK used to say that every single pro player should be able to use the FAMAS. I may have just made that up, but I'm pretty sure MBK said that at one point. And I do agree. I think it's an important weapon to be able to have. I just personally like the MP9 better, like genuinely. It's more fun as well. Either way, here comes that push. They did wait, they go into the A site, and it's actually going the way of the CTs at the moment, Dima and Davkos. Davkos, no impact so far, and it's going to happen once again. He just falls, it's left onto Dima. Barup is going to pick up the AWP, only at 1 HP, so it's understandable. Wants to give himself the best opportunity. The problem is the time, and I don't really know why Dima did that. I will try and give my best explanation. One, I think there's no way he could have seen the time. Because that doesn't, I don't understand. But he was probably trying to make it into like an individual duel and turn it into 1v1. But if there's only like 8 seconds left, I don't know. 1v1 when you have the bomb trying to save seems a little bit weird. Unless it was actually dropped there, in which case maybe that's why. Weird. Either way, it is 6-3. He does die after, or no, before the timer, so that's something at least. CT side have actually taken a tactical pause. Now, a lot of teams don't do this. You win around and you go, ah, it's fine, we won. We won. But clearly, someone as experienced as Hunden could be taking, there you go, there he is, taking that tactical pause and basically saying, look guys, okay, we're making mistakes here, 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 and here. Let's not be doing that anymore. We need to tighten up this site because if we lose this round, we're going to be absolutely screwed on money. Bomb was in hut, okay. Still not sure why he pushed all the way through, but as I said, maybe trying to find an individual duel. Maybe just knew he ran out of time. This time the smoke does not have a gap in it. Something to notice. Oh, Starix, that's filthy. Straight through the smoke, Hunden. Nothing you can do about that. You're going to try and use the edge of it to spot somebody above, but nobody in that direction. Barup, you've got a lot of players coming your way, and you've been overwhelmed. Already a 2-man advantage, and it looks like any adaptations they made could not really result from a man getting killed through smoke. There's not much you can do about that, except avoid all smokes, but hello. 2 kills back. 3v3. Still a possibility here for the CT sides to make something of this round. Decent spot from SMF. And Hankilde has himself that AWP, which can find kills anywhere around the board. The problem is, Bubsky can't really get back in. He's got to go for the jump, and he finds the kill as well. Davkos goes down, still not having a good game at the moment, being absolutely ruined on nuke. We'll try and fall onto the bomb. Problem is, there's Cody through the smoke. Already finds one tapping, and the second as well. Eventually, he will fall. But it won't matter, because Sopfik's there to trade. Another round on the board, and once again, the money is screwed. This is where the problems really begin. Team Spirit know that the money's going to be low for the CT side, so they've invested into a couple of SMGs. Taking a lot of control. Barup. See, now would have been what I would feel a good time for him to actually make his move. Instead, he's actually just going to sit in the smoke, and his teammates are all going to be dead. Okay. Interesting. Maybe he thought they were going to go through the main hut instead. 6-5. Still, we're back to the SMG buy. If anything, I think this could actually be better for the CT side, which is worrying. Because I don't think the AWP's been doing too much. It did get a kill or two in the last round, but it hasn't really been effective. And they seem to be a lot more aggressive when they have the SMGs, which is always nice. The other thing is, it means they have a decent amount of utility. Like the incendiary, smokes on every single player. So that's something at least, but it's not a good buy. T-side actually just going to opt to keep all their weaponry. They know they can buy back in the next round, and they've been so good at resetting their opponents. Why not? Here go the smokes. Again, they've missed one, but actually, Cody, he spots it, and he exploits it instead, so used it for their own advantage. Already, and Kilde is going to go down, and it's looking pretty problematic at the moment. Got Bubsky and Barup. I've rotated in. Cody already going to be finding another. I do think he may be the strongest player in the server at the moment. An impressive 12 and 8. Bubsky up there with him on score, but you expect to see stronger CT halves. T-side is where teams really can struggle, and nice reaction shot from Sopfik. Head off. 6 sticks. And once again, it's back to pistols, so Team Spirit looking like they may repeat some of what we saw yesterday from Namiga and EPG, where there's actually going to be a T-sided half, and I think it may be. Yeah, I think there's a lot of very talented CIS players who just like aim-wise, you just watch them play and you're like, okay, this guy's actually nuts. I'm like one of the head people in the Electronic fan club. He is one of my favorite players to watch. Okay, here we go, Barup. What can you do? P250 is pretty powerful, but so is the CZ. Hello, Hunden. 2 kills for him. Anything more, well, it's already good. He's going to make quite a bit of sound dropping down. I'm sure Dima from his spot must have heard that. Be a bit worried if he didn't, yeah. Already shooting some shots through the smoke. Molotov going to go down as well. A little bit too much noise. Don't think there's any real threat to this round anymore. You can at least look to try and steal a gun away. If I'm Hunden here, that's not what I would have done. If I was Hunden there, I'd have waited until the bomb went off and then tried to run in to get a gun. Because you know there's at least 3 guns on the floor, so clearly he's trying to do a bit more damage. Understandable, but it's not going to be the case. And Kilde really is like forcing this AWP into the game. I have to say I respect the fact that he's willing to keep going for. A lot of players will fall off the AWP if it's not working, and that's neither good or bad. Like some players like JW, You could say, okay, I'm not feeling the AWP. I'm going to drop it. That's fine. Other players, you see them drop it even when they aren't doing that bad, but they're more sort of tilted, and that's where things get a little bit worrying. I've seen Smooya do that in the past, and other players pick it up, and you know that they're gods with this weapon. Either way, Hunden is going to be getting that first kill. If they can win the half, that's at least something. Ready? Bomb has gone down. Into a 3v4 after plant, thanks to Barup. Hunden's been traded out, but not too much of a problem. Sotfik doesn't actually spot the player quick enough to get the kill. And now, a 2-man... Make it a 1-man CT side advantage, bouncing back and forward, but it is only going to be Coldy left. He has been brilliant so far. What can he do in this situation? They're trying to defuse the bomb, but he just knows the position of it perfectly. Can he get the kill? It seems like Enkilde doesn't even know where he is. Can he get the second player ducking up and down? It's going to be the spam, and SMF does manage the defusal. Coldy will kill all players in the end, but he doesn't win his team the round. Does CIS have such a representation in any other esport? I know that, I think, I know that they're in, yeah, Dota. I'm pretty sure there's like the legendary Na'Vi team in Dota as well. I think I've met one of them. A very, very, very famous one. I don't really watch Dota, so it's one of those people where you like see people going crazy over them, and you're like, who that? I know your face, but I don't know who you are. Yeah, CIS is pretty big. Like, it's sort of like saying China or something like that. It's a massive congregation of countries. A lot of the places we call CIS aren't even really CIS. Sotfik. We'll get the opener. The drops happen whenever I remember to click the button, which I haven't actually done today, so I'll do that in a sec. We're up. Is going to get the equalizer, so no real harm done just yet. We'll split the defense a bit, and they're already weak on weaponry. Starix picks off Bubsky as well. Latvia is Baltic. I don't think it's CIS. I think it used to be. I think a lot of them used to be, but no, I'm pretty sure Latvia is a Baltic now. A Baltic country, or at least that's what I know it as. I don't know if Baltic can count as CIS as well. I don't really know how a lot of this stuff works. Either way, 3v3. Molotov into the vent to deny anybody pushing out as they plant the bomb. Pretty basic strategy, but something that needs to be done anyway. They actually kept that Molotov later into the round. Oh, hello SMF. That's a nice little spray. Through the wall. Somebody check his mouse. I love this door spot, though. I absolutely love it when players do this. Using the hole in the door to give them an angle. Deem is going to pick up 2. And now it's all on to SMF. He managed to be a little bit sneaky. That's not going to happen this time, though. Coldy is there to finish. An 8-7 T half. And Team Spirit have managed, yeah, they've managed to win the T side, which is always going to be impressive on a map like Nuke. But we did see that happen yesterday. And a lot of it came down to sort of disjointed CT sides. So I'm hoping that we're going to see Starix with a decent setup. Also... okay, he's not hacking, he just lifts his mouse. he's got a very good gaming chair and expensive headphones. I don't know if we're actually sponsored by any headphones, so I don't want to name any brands. Insert your brand here. Please purchase at www.moneytotombiz.india. Because everybody knows those websites are legit. Oh, Davkos has been caught. Doesn't get any better for Dav. He's already gone down. 2-11. Let me see. Not much. Barup is taking names at the moment. Leaves it onto Coldy and Sotfik. Oh. Nice shot from Barap. He really is doing well in this pistol round. Leaves it on to Sophic in a 1 versus 3. Never mind. Hunden is there to finish. Central Independent States. CIS equals college in school. I don't think it does. Dima is just his name. Oh, my name's Tom, so I can't really insult him for choosing the name Dima when I've just combined my first and surname. Hey, there's plenty of players who just use their names, right? Surely. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't actually think of any. Commonwealth of Independent States. I'll take your word for it. Pistol. Hello, Davkos. Welcome back. We've missed you. And he's not missing. That was lovely. Olaf. There you go. Hunden. Ah, he's fixed it. He's sorted it, guys. No worries anymore. Although he may go down to Davkos. Bubsky. He's going to be finishing things off, and overwhelmed in the end will be Coldy. So 9-8 lead taken by Undefined. I would love to see a player just called Brian. Freiberg, Jason R, Kenny S. Yeah, there you go. JW, yeah, Jesper. Dennis, another Dennis. Oscar as well. Yeah, not Dennis, I mean Dennis. Other Dennis, with Dennis. Dennis the Menace. Are you wearing pants? Yes, I am. Chris J. See, look, there's loads. No Brian, though. Where's Brian S? Just pistols this round for Team Spirit. What is your family name? Bissmire. So B-I-S-S-M-I-R-E. But people pronounce it Bissmire. So I changed it to Z, so everybody would pronounce it correctly. And because when I was a kid, about 12 years old, I thought it was very edgy. When actually I'm just a bit of a knob. Your name in CSGO. Whoops. There we go. Here we go, though. Bye, gonna be back. Lead taken by the T-side. We'll see if Team Spirit can do any better than their counterparts. Nice damage done already. Davkos hits the tag. Doesn't get the kill, but Sophic is there to change it. These have actually been stopped in their tracks. Not a lot of utility for Team Spirit at the moment, though. Sophic is actually going to pick up his second, so the aggression that he's having over towards his secret position is actually going to help him out quite a bit. Yeah, I am the business. That's actually what my knife is called. Business. And I was going to name my... Oh, no, there's an AK I gave away called the business, and then my current AK, voted by my followers on Twitter, is called AK-47 Hairline. Which I wasn't too happy about, considering it has electronic stickers on it. Hunden. Turns the tide a little bit, but it's very quick from Coldy to trade. Into a 4 versus 2. Molotov will clear him out of position, and rightly so, SMF is going to capitalize on that kill. 35 seconds left, though, and they've got to make their decision. You mean business, yeah, I like it. Here we go. Rotating around. Dima already knows exactly what's going on here, so he's going to fall back to the site. Has to be careful. He needs to stay alive here. His position alone is so valuable for the team. Pete comes out. And actually, Dima's going to win the duel. He's dropped the bomb as well. There's just no time. 10 seconds left. Has to clear out the players, and Davkos will find the pick. The Orpa finally getting himself further up that board. It will be 10-9. T-side, no trouble buying back up. They won the last 3 rounds, and fairly clean. This one specifically clean. Not a single player lost. you're looking at Starix's picture. I'm looking at Deemer's picture. And from what I see, that is a kid holding a load of sausages. Deemer sounds like the type of guy I want to have a beer with. Or vodka. Pending. His choice. What do you mean Davkos stop him? He just got the final kill and he hit a tag. Or drunk casting. Nah, nah, nah. Especially not when I'm ill. That'll just kill me. Molotov, Sophic. Oh, he's just trapped himself at the door! What just happened? Oh my god. That is embarrassing. But it is just going to be trades at the moment. Back to a 2 versus 2. Davkos is doing work, but he actually falls on the site, leaving it onto Deemer. Oh no, Deemer! I didn't expect anybody to drop down there. Neither did I, to be honest. Hunden goes falling, and oh, I can't believe he just... I think it's one of those panic moments where you press E on the door too quickly, and you just kill yourself. Did Hunden drop down there with the bomb? That is one of the riskiest plays I think I've ever seen. Like, okay, it worked, so I can't say too much. Like, that's always the thing if I start talking trash. But he jumped down there with the bomb. If he dies, that's it. He's lost the round for his team. That's a crazy decision to make. However, they do break back. It's going to be an investment from the CT side. Davkos saving a bit of cash so he can get himself the AWP later on. Cody actually still with a bit spare as well. There we go. Nice shot from Sophic. Tries to transition onto a second player. It's quite difficult to do, and somehow the pistols are now working out. That is true. Just because it works, it doesn't mean it's good. I agree. Upski, somehow now the only one left alive. He does get a first, but the problem is 2 AKs have now been retrieved by his opponents. The difficulty of this has just become a lot higher. Deemer. We'll spot him out in a second. Then the crossfires there from Coldy. Team Spirit, they saved themselves big time. And what's worse is now the T's are going to be taking the hit economy-wise. Likelihood is they will invest into this one, I think. Because you got... Well, Barup can't buy in the next round anyway, really. I think they're actually going to take a pause to talk about it, but... Yeah, not a good round for undefined. It has to be said. I don't think... Well, no, it doesn't have to be said. I think all of you can probably tell that was a bad round. We had 4 players buying pistol and armor, 1 purchasing a deagle, and beating a 4-buy. You don't know Spirit or Undefined? Spirit have been around for a while. Undefined, they've been around for a while, but in different sort of rosters and... sort of being dropped and switching players in and out, and the things just got very confusing. Only Hunden cares about timeouts. Yeah, Hunden has been calling quite a few. I like it. Can you do the website drops? I forgot. This. Okay, I got a couple of other things that I've got to try out during the game, which is going to be interesting. That should bring up the little gift thing. We'll see if that works. Either way, it is just going to be an eco, so actually they've decided against it, possibly wanting to get an AWP or wanting a little bit of extra cash. If they get a bomb down, it will actually be pretty good. Make sure they can actually get a decent buy in the next round. Davkos, he may not have his AWP, but he does have his rifle, just tapping away. 1 player dropped. Can SMF do anything more? Be a nice little bonus. Alright, where is this little... I've been told to press a button. I'm just having a little look. So it is... Might have to update something. Either way, I'll do it in the next one. What's the thing that popped up? That is the drops. Rip Caster. Caster's not gone anywhere. What are you on about? I'm still here. I'm still talking, I think. The Caster drunk. Maybe a little bit. Right. I'm just being sent messages about stuff, and it's confusing me. Hunden. We're trying to challenge for outside. Already a little bit of damage done with nades, but not anything too impressive just yet. Bubsky down to 52 HP, so to be a little bit more careful. The scoreline, of course, has evened up. Topvik is going very aggressive, though. He may actually spot out some of the smokes. Being patient with it. Has given all the information to his team, though. There's nobody pushing outside anymore. They are actually going to retake the position. Possibly after spotting the aggression. The problem is the smokes are going to fade, and this could give Davkos a chance, but he's going to miss all of them. Every single player will be able to cross, and Bubsky actually going to catch Cold as he tries to rotate back, leaving it with 35 seconds, but now the man advantage is with this T side. Dima, he's in a good spot. Just needs to stay alive here, try and buy some time, gets one, looks for a second and gets it as well. Hunden's going to be going down, and now Davkos can rotate in and catch off another. They try and rotate back, and while things are just not going well, Barup is at least going to be able to find one, but he tries to Molotov from behind, doesn't know there's a player above, and Davkos is going to be chipping him away. Another from Sotfik as well, and what started so well has actually caused them to get crushed. 12 to 11. Team Spirit. Wow. Going to be 12 versus pistols as well, so it should be a 13th round coming in for them. We have seen a little bit extra done with these pistols throughout the game. Hellcase drop, it just drops skins. Like, you have to be signed into like the little website thing. I can't actually remember what it's called. I'm sure it will come up in the chat at some point. It seems to spam it quite a bit, or somebody else can let you know. Hopefully. This is Dima's time to pad his stats, get a little bit of a boost, and Davkos, well, he doesn't like his teammates padding stats. He's going to come and steal a couple. 13 to 11, not a single player dropped. 4 rounds in a row now for the CT side. It does seem like Team Spirit have been able to stabilize a little bit. They're actually now winning the half, which is good. Winning the CT side of Nuke. I didn't think I'd be giving that as sort of a compliment, but does seem that way at the moment. Betty Swallows. That's a name and a half right there. Windows being broken. Gives away the idea that there's going to be a smoke set up onto the A site, but it's actually going to be outside. Taking a lot of control. Quite a few players able to get into that area. Only a couple actually trying to rotate in. Spirit spot one, but it's only a trade. Hunden managing to revenge the death of his teammate. Or revenge, even. Of course, it's going to be holding underneath. He's got the wrong call. The rotation is going back in underneath, but Coldy's ready. Gets himself a double and leaves it on Dankilde, who can't do anything. 14 to 11. Another big play coming out from Coldy. 26 and 16. He's up there with Dima as well. Davkos, he only had 2 kills in the first half, so definitely started to step up. That's 9 since, for anybody who couldn't do 11 minus 2. And now, well, not looking good, and you do have to say, and Kilde, considering he's been all-ping for the team, he really hasn't had that much of an impact. Not looking good for them. 14 to 11. It is going to be the force buy from the T side. Not the worst, but definitely not ideal. They don't have a huge amount of utility. Coldy has been a menace in this match, and he's even going to catch up Bubsky before he can rotate down. Every other player rotating down, and Sotfik has spotted them. Nade will go down. Not going to do a huge amount of damage. Coldie going to try and rotate back in. 3 fires. Actually, it's the headshot. The second his feet touch the floor. Now they have to be wary of multiple angles. He's going to go running in. He's so low on HP. Doesn't wait for his teammates. Does act as a little bit of a distraction, and that allows Demon to get back into the site. Rotation from Starix is stopped as Hunden, his counter-in-game leader, well, counters him. And somehow this has turned back to just Davkos. This would be his time to shine, to show that he's back in the server. Got his pistol in hand, but there is SMF. Dual peek as well from Hunden. And they will get themselves another round, 14-12. Auto Sniper Dima. Here we go. Here we go. Auto Sniper plus an AWP. Oh, he's going to take it over towards that ramp spot as well. Fortunately, they're all going to go right round once again. It seems to be that under position they want to be getting into. Pop flash out. Smoke will go down, but it's actually left with a little bit of a gap in it. Still a minute left. They haven't completely committed, so it does start to question some of these decisions of the rotation from the CT side. And you can see Sophics actually going to be tempted to move back. Oh no, the timing may be as bad as possible as every single player comes rounding the corner. 45 seconds left. It is only a trade, so it's not the worst case for this CT side, but they don't have much utility. Coldie goes barreling round the corner. Barup is not going to be able to capitalize. And the bomb is actually going to go back. Looking like they're trying to make their way out on towards A, and they will catch Starix with his pants down, so 30 seconds left, but shouldn't be a problem to get the bomb planted. It's going to be very difficult to actually get themselves back into this site on that CT side. Really, Davkos needs to get a kill here. Needs to get rid of Bubsky. And in fact, it's looking like he may just go and save the AWP along with his teammate Coldie. He's just going to try and hold on to what they have. Can they remove this from his hands? May be able to catch out Coldie. A lot of players around his position. Doesn't look like they're going to be pushing down though, so he may be alright. It looks like both players are going to survive. Right. I've been told to click this button here. Oh, I'm interested to see what it does. Okay, it's the dynamic prize pool. It's quite a cool idea, actually. Not something that I necessarily need to plug, but I quite like the idea. There's a few cases thrown in by Hellcase, where basically, if you buy them, I think a certain percentage of the money actually goes into the prize pool for the tournament. So, basically, the more money that goes in, the more money is the chance for people in the cup to win. So, quite a nice little idea. Sort of like what you see with sticker money and stuff like that, except more on the lines of, like, TI, I guess. Either way, first couple of kills are coming. The AWPs managed to get one. The safe weapons helped them to get a better buy on the CT side, but this is the brink. I wonder, do I have to click hide for that to go away? I think I do. Davkos. It's able to turn things into a 4 versus 3. It's a big crunch round, because if Undefined can win this, they can actually make it so that they're going towards the end. Team Spirit may not be able to buy. They'll have to either force or save for what will be overtime. However, doesn't look like it's going to happen. Something so well positioned. Hunden is going to be able to trade, so it's not the end of the world. It's still a 2v3. Nice shot from Ankilde, though. He's managed to even things up. Can they really do this right at the depths? They've won 2 rounds in a row. There goes Dima. It's all on to Starix, Mr. In-game leader, rotating in quickly. He's been doing reasonably well in this game. It's actually been Davkos that's been letting them down a little bit more. Oh, timing. Starix switches. 14-14. Now things get a little bit closer. Maybe don't play with buttons midstream. Why not? It's in the dead air of the round. There's not going to be much happening here. Just buying up some pistols. I'm gonna hide that little tab. There you go. All it does is remove the sound of people buying. So that's bringing a tear to your eye. I apologize, but if somebody says give this button a go, see if it works, I'm gonna give it a go because I can. Deal with it. Anyway, CT side now left with some problems. They don't actually have the money. Undefined have turned this around right at the perfect moment, although might break the stream. No, I won't. It's only overlays. Davkos actually managed to get another. This is getting scary, although the 2 kills just coming in have made things a little bit more difficult, but look who's picked up a rifle. Who else would you want, Mr. 29-18? Gonna be going down into the vent. Now, it's not a bad gamble, as we've seen a lot of rotations going through to the B site from the Danish squad. More interested in Starix at the moment, though. Bubsky's actually above him. Knowing you. No, this little overlay thing doesn't have anything to do with the actual stream. Just what shows up on the screen over it. So, if I manage to break it, I'd be very impressed. I basically have to crash the whole PC. Which I'd be pretty sad about, because it's quite expensive. Either way, though. Lots of footsteps being made, but it's actually on the other side of the map, so it might not help them too much in terms of actual information. The big problem is the timing. There's only 12 seconds left on the clock, and they're going to go for this plant. However, there's no denying it. Push comes out from Cody. He will be able to catch one out, but I don't think this is possible. 19 HP. Barup and SMF. They've got themselves a little crossfire. And he still hits the ding. They have to give this man props. He's an incredible player, but he doesn't quite manage to finish off his opponent. And that will be 15-14. The OT or bust for Team Spirit. Davkos, Glass Cannon, Orp. Everybody else on the bye. If you look at the spread of frags, if you looked at this scoreboard, and I asked, well, obviously without the MVPs, and I asked you who was winning, you're going to be looking at Team Spirit. The rounds they've managed to win have obviously been a lot cleaner, but the closer rounds have been won by Undefined, and well, it's coming down to crunch time. Davkos catches one. The smoke is not quite there, and it gives Barup a nasty shock. Can you fix... Oh, I didn't realize this. Oh, actually, I did realize they're buying. I was meant to tell them that. Either way, here goes Dima. Aggressive. Actually gets one. Almost gets the spray control into the second. Just can't quite control it. Coldy. Oh, he's right on the edge of that. Doesn't get taken out as of yet. Oh, what are you doing? I killed it. That's a free kill. He panics. Possibly overthinks it. Needs to hit this shot, and now he's going to get taken out by the one and only Coldy. It's left on to a 2 versus 1. Bubsky to try and save them from going to OT. They're rotating. It's back on the A side, but Davkos, he's in the perfect spot. Knows exactly where he is, and we'll just finish him off through the little gap. 15-15. Game number 1 of today is going to overtime. And, wow. It really was backwards and forwards. Both teams actually end up winning their T half. Which really the best. But, yeah, definitely a bit more of a team performance, I'd say, over on the T side at the moment. Whereas Coldy, absolutely beasting. 32 and 20 and still not winning. You've got to be a little bit tilted if that's you. Here we go. Let's see. Will we get an AWP onto Kilday? Yes, we will. Still yet to really have that big performance, and you have to wonder if some of the mistakes he's making need to be ironed out. Like, just say that kill in the last round. That looks like a pressure kill from my perspective. Like, he had a pretty much easy shot. But move on. OT, it's a different game, different ball game altogether. Smokes will be falling outside. I think that landing on the Molotov, though, may have actually given it a bit more of a gap. Means there's an opening to actually be found. They actually throw another smoke down. They know it as well. Davkos rotating in, but Barup will decapitate him. Smoke, however, has already fallen. Don't have the knowledge. These players are. Oldie. Gonna be waiting on the edge, but it's actually Sophic coming in from behind. Made things a little bit more difficult. He's dropped the bomb. Barup will finish off Coldy before he can further aggress, but they've got to deal with Sophic, and they do. SMF with a nice headshot to leave it into a 3v2. Dima trying to turn the tide, but can't manage to do so just yet. Still going to be a 2 versus 2, though. Backwards and forwards this round, and Kilday left completely blind. Looked tempted to re-peek, but doesn't. 30 seconds left. They still don't have control of the bomb. They have to cross to try and get it. Dima's actually missed it. Will actually spot the flash. Peek out, though, and Barup takes his head clean off. Now the rotation will be known, but Starix, he's very well positioned. He's seen this coming. He may just actually wait for them to go for the bomb plant. This is very clever. Can he actually do it, though? Opens the door, and that's going to be the sound cue needed. He'll take Kilday, but he won't finish off Barup. It's going to be undefined to get the first round on the T side. And now, well, money comes into a question a little bit. They are actually going to drop the AWP over to Davkos, and he'll drop a rifle back in return. But if Spirit are to lose this round, then they're going to be back to pistols. Hello, Blue Sky. So this is a big opportunity for the Danes, especially considering they did have to sort of come back after what was a 4-round streak. Again, smoke's going to fall outside. Davkos through it, catches out Barup. Nothing that can be done in those situations, just all about timing. The rest of the team are going to go pushing through, and it's Coldy to start. They haven't managed to get rid of him yet. He's still sat in that corner. Sophic looking to try and get back in as well. Molotov just thrown straight into the smoke isn't going to do anything. Really now, they have to try and remove these players from position. Dima, that's so aggressive. You know your teammates are well spotted. Why go so aggro through a Molotov and instead they get shut down? Mistakes from Team Spirit. 17 to 15. And now all they have is pistols, maybe an SMG, FAMAS at best. Undefined have everything they can possibly desire. These, however, do seem to be the rounds that somehow teams manage to win. We'll see if that'll be the case. Already, Davkos, just use the scout, buddy. You don't need that AWP. It's not been working for you today. But you can hit the headshot with the scout instead. But so can Barup. That's filthy. 4v4. Davkos pulls off something nutty, and then Barup returns in suit. Instead, they're now going to look back towards A, but Coldy, the man with the plan, double down. And it's what I said at the beginning of the round. Somehow teams just managed to steal these rounds away. Bubsky into a 1 versus 4. Sophic tapping shots away. He's going to be slowly surrounded, and I hate this game. How does that happen? It's just one of those things. If you win the first 2, for some reason you lose the third, even though it's the easiest of the lot. Logic. Blue Sky, if they don't get a bomb plant on the T side, then they won't have the money. Or on the CT side, it's a lot more expensive to invest, so 10k doesn't actually cover you if you don't win either of the rounds or save some weapons. T side you get a little bit more because it's obviously cheaper to buy, and also a bomb plant can pretty much set you up. Here we go though. Side switched. Undefined get what should be the favoured side, and they have a decent amount of money, so no excuses anymore. Davcost not opting to go for the AWP as of yet. At least we got rid of MR5. I hated MR5 over time. It lasted forever. The never-ending OTs of MR5. Oh, we're up. A little bit scared. Gonna fall down. Is there somebody close? Was 2 rounds needed for undefined. All 3 needed for Team Spirit to take it. So far, well, it's going pretty well for the T's. They've got the trade entries coming in onto the site. And Kilday and SMF. All that remains. M4 and AWP. They'll have the money to buy in the next round. The AWP might be a little bit more expensive, but they should still have the cash. I don't want to try do this here and now. It's more that third round, same as what we saw before. Actually, they're actually going to save their weapons. I'm perfectly okay with that. Not worth the risk of sort of having lower cash in the last couple of rounds. Make sure you have the AWP and don't have all of the rebuys. And, yeah. Basically make it... Well, especially from the T's perspective, make it so they don't get themselves a free AWP. Your name's Processor Chaos. I'm digging it. I like it. (17-17). Both teams needing 2 or 1 each for survival. Remember that Undefined did have the chance to win all 3 rounds. They won the first 2. Then lost to the Pistols, SMG, Scout stuff. The jumble sale buy, pretty much. I've walked into Lidl. I have £2.50. What can I buy? Go. B-side, looking to try and challenge for outside. Something they did often, but they're actually switching up the smokes they use. Rather than just throwing down the classic wall, they're actually just going to smoke off all of the positions that allow the CT side to peek. And they're going to go wrapping around. I like this as a switch up. Starix throwing in something a little bit different. However, Hunden's spot is wonderful, using that air conditioning unit for cover. And it'll also keep him cool at the same time. Davkos with a nice headshot, but he's already lost another teammate in the form of Sophic, so the man advantage sits. Starix, I don't know how, just sort of spinning around. Headless Chicken gets another kill and, well, leaves his opponent headless instead. It's now, again, onto SMF and Kilday. But they've dropped the bomb outside. 30 seconds left. SMF's position is so valuable. He'll take off Davcost. And now Starix is left into a 1 versus 2. The potential for another match point coming in. And just look at the position and Kilday has on the bomb. Very nice reposition from him. Finally, we see an impactful round with the AWP as he starts to creep back up the board. And now, once again, back foot for Team Spirit. Around to keep them alive. Otherwise, it is going to be undefined winning this one. Davkos has his ult. Definitely doing better than he did in the first half, only having 2 kills. It was the T side where he seemed to struggle quite a bit. A whole lot of presence outside. In fact, it seems like the CT side have completely abandoned it. Because of that, it does mean that they have quite a lot of decent positions when it comes to the places that we're going to see the T's pushing. Orp holding the angle and killed a easy first kill. Molotov off, just going to look to try and retreat, reposition, and find another angle with the Orp. Smart stuff from him. And a simple man advantage. They're going to look to try and peek back around, but again, he's just going to be holding. Flashbang will force him to look away, and Davkos now going to be holding. But both players will actually miss their shots. What can he do now from this position? Starix finds something on the rotation, but he unscopes again. Seems to be mistakes coming in from Ankilde. It will be a 3v3 as SMF is able to pick up one more. But he goes down in the back of the site. Bubsky and Barup try and again stop it going to another overtime. Seems to be the burden of their lives at the moment. Starix just trying to deny them getting off that bomb, but actually he's missed the shots, and now they're going to be going for the defusal, just trying to hold on to it. Can they kill him? Yes, they can, and the defusal comes in. Somehow Barup and Bubsky manage to close out this game. It will be the first match of the day, going the way of undefined in overtime. What looked like it was going to be going to a second OT, but Starix can't quite hold on. Either way, up next we will have Ares, the French team, or the European team, I suppose they have a Belgium or two in there, versus North Academy. Again, another Dane. But, of course, up first is going to be another break. If you have enjoyed the cast, don't forget, ! Twitter can take you there. Obviously, I'm sick, so you have to be nice to me, so go and follow. And, either way, be back after the break.